Good morning. It is August 27th, and today I'm going to do some VO2 training with Danjee. So not sure how much I'm going to be able to film, but I figured I'd just shoot this little clip before he gets here. We typically meet up at a specific spot. This is the first time I've done this, so not sure what to expect. He's training for Ironman, so it's a big difference in terms of where we're at. But I know he was probably where I was at one point, and you're probably where I'm at, and or will be. So anyway, just wanted to let you know before he gets here, and then I'll try to get some filming in on that too. So if you don't know what VO2 filming or training is, it's basically their intervals. So as you're doing your aerobic exercise, you are, in a sense, with different intervals, you're gonna really spike up the intensity. So you're going full force for short bursts to try to really utilize the max amount of oxygen your body can take. So that's my understanding of it. If I got that wrong, please write that in the comments. Again, I'm still new at this, and but I'm learning as I go, and that's the important thing. Oh, I left the thing. All right. So today we're gonna be doing our thing here, and this is probably not the best light just yet because it's still pretty dark outside. Morning. All right, so back on the wash. So I'd say one thing is definitely, like I said, set goals. I think I talked a little bit about the last video. This will probably be just a shorter video. But again, set goals for yourself. Where do you want to be at in a month? Where do you want to be at in the 6 months? Where do you want to be at in a year? Write them down. It's important that you write them down. And you keep them in front of you. I've got a whiteboard at home. I write all my goals on. So I see it every day. But one thing I know is I would always tell myself a lot of excuses about why I couldn't work out. And they seem legitimate. Morning. One thing I realized that while working out, I was sore. I mean, when you get older, you do get slower. You don't recover as fast, and then it makes it difficult to want to work out again. I know in 2010, 2011, I was doing a lot of P90X at the time, and I just go round after round after round after round. And that was where I was at physically, and I purposely held off getting a smartphone until then. And I think that was my downfall. You get addicted to those devices. Next thing you know, your runs turn into walks while you're watching Netflix or something. I don't know. And then it gets too cold out, so you stay inside and you sit on your phone. And that's one of the things that started me down that. Morning. That and an injury. I dislocated my shoulder quite a few times back in high school in wrestling. Had surgery on it, and I was doing pull-ups in the P90X training. I must have relaxed my shoulder just right, but it pulled it out of socket again. So I use that as an excuse to not work out. And a lot of it is my mindset, or better yet, I think what it was, that I didn't set any more long-term goals. I reached my goal as far as where I wanted to be. I think some goals should be attainable. Other goals, never attainable. Just out of reach, so you keep on reaching for those things. It's like I heard greyhounds, they can't use them in races anymore if they catch the rabbit. So you want to kind of always have that ahead of you, pushing you forward. Morning. All right, so Danjee's gonna catch up with me. I'm gonna make him work for it. Oh, man. All right. That should buy me some time. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I don't know about this VO2 training. I'm very out of shape. They say that you should breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. It's difficult. Get used to that. The other thing, the bugs. I want to know in the comments, do you prefer getting bugs up your nose or in your mouth? I don't know if it'd be all that comfortable up your nose, but I digress. I'll keep pushing forward. It's a nice morning. It's about 72, 73 degrees. Much more humid than we're used to. We had a couple big storms come through. So use the next few days while the sun's evaporating all the water, it just gets more humid. So I know another thing that also motivated me was sleep apnea. When you get heavy, and I don't know if this is something that skinny people have. I may need to do some more research into that, but I assume that they can. I've never seemed to have an issue with it until I gained all my weight. I forgot the name that they call in terms of how they measure that. I know it was like 84 times I'd stop breathing in a minute. Oh no, 10 seconds or less. No. Anyway, either 84 times a minute, which doesn't sound right. It's more like 84 times an hour, I think, of 10 seconds or longer. So I would wake up in the morning and I would just be so tired throughout the day. Couldn't keep my eyes open. Couldn't do anything. So finally got checked. This also happened just right after I had COVID too. So I was thinking it was probably something dealing with that because it took me a few months to recover. So I had it pretty bad. And they put me on a CPAP machine. I really want to get off that CPAP machine. So I'm gonna try it, but morning. I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of afraid to, because I know how tired I would get not being able to sleep or not being able to stay awake during the day, that I don't have time to take naps. So, and it was an uncontrollable sleep too. It didn't matter where I was at. If I'm in my office, I would just drift off to sleep and not even realize I did. So I really want to be able to conquer sleep apnea if that's possible, which I think that it is. In my case, I think it's definitely more weight induced than anything, and that's curable. And if you've ever slept with a CPAP machine, oh, it's a blessing and a curse. When you don't schedule early morning meetings because your face is still has strap marks on it, and sometimes it just hurts. So it's not easy to turn around. It's not easy to turn around in your sleep or turn over in your sleep. You have this big hose that's connected to you on the side of the bed. So anyway, if that's you, I feel you. So is there any topics you guys want to talk about? You can toss those in the comments too. I'm not the most talkative person in the world. Probably pretty boring to watch, actually. But again, if you want to watch, cool. If not, I totally understand. I'm doing this more for me, just because I do have people watching. I figure I'm obligated to upload the next one to show that I'm still pushing through. Still doing what I'm doing. So like and subscribe if you want to keep getting those updates and seeing everything. Morning. Morning. And eventually I'll get into more weight training, work on the upper body stuff. I would need to do that too soon. But the thing is, right now I'm just trying to shed as many of those pounds off so they're not holding me back in a way that's not gonna completely kill my body. And make it so I don't want to work out, because I think working out should be fun. And yeah, it should hurt, but not at the point where you can't move. Maybe that's the best kind of workout, I don't know. But the only thing that you can do, if that helps me, is to get up the next day and go do it again. And not quit. And if you injure your shoulder, do some leg exercises or something. If you injure your leg, do some chest exercises. Alright, so it looks like it's a little wet down here. Morning. Alright, so I'm going to go a little on the slower side through this. I know, I hate getting muddy. But That's a girly thing to say. I'm a guy. Guys like to get muddy. I like to get muddy. Alright. So the trail wasn't so closed after all. So apparently he went down to Rittenhouse, which we live close to each other. And Rittenhouse is not an easy trek, but he's got a pretty cool bike and he's also really fit, so him traveling an extra 10 miles and at the same time it takes me to travel 3, it'd probably be where we're at. Morning. Good morning. Now regarding video, I've always hated to be on camera, even when I was little. My parents would get a camcorder and my brother or sister, they would just always want to be in front of it. And I was happy to let them. That allowed me to push record. So I do a lot of that for local companies. Stay behind the scenes. So it's rare to see me on a camera. I just don't think I ever developed the speaking skills for it. But after editing a lot of videos, I realized that most people don't have the capacity for speaking on camera, to be honest with you. But that's what editing's for, right? So I find a lot of people use crutch words like you know or like. That's a really big one. And a lot of it's because of their thought process. They're thinking about what they're saying. I get that. Morning. But once you start to figure out what words you're using, you can start to slowly train your mind on how to talk without using those words. And it can be crippling at first. But since I have not been on camera. Good morning. And I have not really filmed myself much. I haven't been able to really look at my speech to see what's going on. I think this is Danjee coming up. Hey Danjee, how you doing? Okay. So I upfitted my bike a little bit. Oh, doing good yourself?
360 camera is dope, man. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, it was a pain to edit, but.
Oh, bet it was. It didn't look like you edited it all, though.
Oh, I know, it wasn't that. I was trying to just get it so I could add the other audio onto it.
Oh. Yeah, it was dope, dude. It's just a really cool way to. I love this story, man. And you definitely didn't need to say anything about me.
Oh.
It's all you, bro. They crushed you. Saw your kid last night, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So how does this VO2 work?
Huh?
How does this VO2 training work?
Okay, so, yeah. So right now I'm at 3 minutes. VO2, what you're doing is expanding your lungs, more or less. So it's literally the volume of oxygen is what it stands for. And it's what your max VO2 determines how much volume of oxygen your lungs can take in. Which
Okay.
stimulates your muscles. So what we do is you do it when you're running, you do 3 minutes hard as you can go. Then you take 2 minutes or 3 minutes off, and then another 3 minutes as hard as you can go.
All right.
And bicycling, you go 5 minutes on, you go 5 minutes on, 5 minutes off, or you go 5 minutes on, 3 minutes off. Today I was going 5 minutes on, 5 minutes off. And when I say on, it's on. Like,
all right.
everything you got for 5 minutes.
All right.
So you want to be, by the end of it, you want to be seen, blurring out a little bit. Things kind of start to go gray a little.
Okay.
You're pushing it to the point where you throw up or whatever just about every time. So you really want to feel your muscles just crushing it.
All right.
We do it for 5 minutes on. We got about 2.5 minutes, and then we'll start again.
Okay.
And then I'll just go.
Yeah. And
You didn't have to get that far.
we'll just pass each other. We'll just pass each other back and forth.
Yeah, no, what I'll do is I'm going to go 5 for me too.
Yeah.
You're getting faster on that. In fact, I got to rid of somebody. Son of a bitch, this guy has gotten fast. Because I couldn't get you the whole way.
That's funny.
And then you know you're behind me. Well, that means a little bit. Like, Judas, I'm carrying 26 miles an hour on this space. You're staying ahead of me a little bit. Okay, so we got about 1:48. And then we'll just push it as hard as we can.
All right.
I'll go up and then I'll just come back. And then we'll,
All right.
because it's 5 minutes.
Yeah.
If you have a counter cut off?
I don't, but I can set a timer on my watch or phone. Okay, and don't text while biking, kids.
Yeah, so that 360 thing is dope. That is crazy. I was showing it to my son. He's like, yeah, that's freaking. And then we're in the car, and so we turn, and it turns with it. And he's like, that's weird.
Yeah, if you're on your phone, it's kind of cool because you'll do that too.
It is really cool. You can like look back at you, or you can look forward. That is really cool. I have to do that on some of my rides, man.
Oh, definitely. If you ever want to borrow this.
They won't let you do it on
Ironman?
Ironman. You can't wear GoPros or nothing.
Okay.
They want all exclusive rights to any video or picture.
Wow, that's crazy. All right. I'm ready when you are.
Okay, well, we got 30 seconds.
Oh, okay.
You can go now, though. I've had a good rest. You ready?
Oh, yeah, let me start that. All right, go.
Go, baby!
All right, VO2 training. Oh, wrong button. You said go 5 minutes to the point where you're almost blurring out and seeing gray. I probably look really ugly. I don't. It's not easy on my lungs. the first 5 minutes. Okay. I'm gonna turn back around. Let me know what's happening. So, another thing too. A few months back, probably 6 months ago, it was December 2024. My wife and I were driving tonight. She was driving. She accidentally cut someone off. The guy went psycho on her. Trying to brake check her. Scared her to death. Finally got her stopped in the middle of the road. He got out of the car. And me being the shape I was in, there's just no way I could beat this guy. But he didn't know that. So I had to hop out and pretend I was much tougher than I was. And it didn't matter how much he apologized, the guy was just nuts. Anyway, he ended up getting back in his car and driving off. I often wonder, what if he didn't do that? And what if I got pummeled right there in front of my wife? That would be embarrassing. Alright. Here goes Danjee.
You want to go around Snoky, or you want to keep going this one?
We go, yeah, we do Snoky. We need to turn around here.
Hold on 1 second. Oh. I'm listening to a podcast on anxiety.
Oh.
What was that now?
So we can do Snoky if you want.
Okay, yeah, I'm good.
Alright.
You got plenty of time to get there before we got to do our speed trial. Dude, I turned down there.
Uh-huh.
Dude came by. He must have been chasing me or something.
Oh.
Dude, he just about T-boned me.
Oh, man.
It was so close. I don't know how he didn't see me. I had my foot off forever. Getting ready to turn, and he could have told me, hey, on your left. Actually, maybe my speakers were up too high. That's the thing about these jaw speakers.
Uh-huh.
Dude, it just, you can't hear. I can hear other things, but not well. Especially again, you get old, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So you're down another 10 pounds.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude. What an awesome thing. You know, dude, I was doing some research. I don't know if I didn't share this with you yet. I just researched with some deep thinking. And I really believe, dude, because I still struggle with what I would consider identity now.
All right.
My identity has to 100% change for me to stick with this kind of lifestyle the rest of my life.
Uh-huh.
My identity needs to change. And so, as I was contemplating that, it's different than just changing behaviors and setting goals and blah, blah, blah. You have to change your identity to somebody who always pushes the envelope, who always sets goals, who never quits anything worth finishing, like just a bunch of different stuff.
Uh-huh.
And that's an identity thing. Because if you lose, so say you lose, like I'm a triathlete, but yeah, then you lose the ability to compete in triathlons. Yeah, now you've lost your identity, right? If you let that become your identity,
Yeah.
now you've lost it. So if you don't change your identity of who you see yourself as, I think you leave yourself really vulnerable to the kind of stuff you don't want to be vulnerable to.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Change your identity. Like, I am the kind of person, I'm an athlete. I am the kind of person who always keeps my feet working all the time. Like something like that. I am a disciplined person, which is my identity, right?
Okay.
But I'm disciplined. Then I can force the discipline you want, and it's more of an infinite type of mentality as opposed to a shit. Really speaking the hell out of it. She's like a rock song. Oh! Anyway, I just an interesting thought. Maybe that you can mental out on it too.
Okay. Morning.
All right, dude, we're on 5, so
All right.
what we'll do is we'll just go as hard as we can for 5. And we could wait till we get to the field to watch you off.
No, let's do it. All right.
Ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
All right. Another 5 on the Snooki watch.
I'm gonna take you by the mountains over there. They're going to live up Pink Creek. They're really close to them. I need to get some water soon. Trails combined, probably just a little bit over 20 miles. But still, it's a beautiful morning. It's probably 76 at the moment. Yeah, they will stop recording.
So, finishing up my run, or ride, I should say. Well, there we go. Can't see because of sweat. I do recommend that you guys wear a helmet. I know I'm not wearing one, so I'm a hypocrite that way. I'll get one. Good morning. But I just realized, you know, I was a Gen Xer. We grew up with no helmets. We could take the tough stuff and didn't need any silly helmet or elbow pads or knee pads. But as you can see, I don't know if you can see from the angle, but I can't even go this way. Hello, tree. Hold on one second, I'm gonna go around the tree. Yeah, it's the beauty of storms, huh? These will have thorns on them too, so they're crazy. But anyway, there's a lot of mud at the bottom of one of the washes. I turned the camera off because I wasn't really filming much. Thought I can just go through the mud, make my path like all the other bikes did. But unfortunately, my front wheel got caught on the edge of the path that was buried beneath the mud. And as a result, I went down. That's probably why you see I'm all muddy on this side. My big thing is when you take a fall, one at my age, which I'm not old, I'm 50, that's not bad. But when you take a fall when you're my weight and you're not used to it, and my shoulders are really likely to be dislocated because I do that every so often. It's very painful. That's always my big concern. So fortunately, I was able to not do anything. On your left. That's okay. Have a good day.
You actually said on your left.
Should have told her, I said, well, I've been following you for the last 5 miles before I spoke up, but no, I'm just kidding. Anyhow, yeah, it's crazy. I wasn't injured or anything like that, which is good. I more slipped in the mud than just took a tumble on my side. So, a lot goes through your head in that little split second. And again, as you get older, you're wondering what's gonna break. But fortunately, nothing did. So, if I didn't break, you probably won't either. So get out there and do something. So, anyway, that concludes for today. Hope that helps. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Good morning.